Hello, fabulous humans. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, well, hello. How you doing? Welcome. You have just stumbled into, slipped and slided into the most fabulous place on YouTube, and you don't even know it yet. Well, while I have you here, I'm just going to give you like 5-10 seconds to go do what you do. Subscribe to the channel, become part of the Glitter fam, and while you're at it, hit the notification bell so you'll always be notified when I upload a new video. And don't forget to thumbs up this video so YouTube knows that little old me, I need a little shine. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you. Thank you for coming back. You chose to come back and you're truly appreciated. Now, today's video, from my outfits, can you tell what today's video is going to be about? Well, then the title is going to give it away, so you already know. Okay, moving on. Today's video is about rose. Rose is one of my favorite notes, especially, when you funk it up with a little bit of oud, with a little bit of incense. And now I've been loving cardamom with my rose. And rose is one of those notes that some people love and some people hate. I am of the love. I'm with the love people. I love rose because rose to me is seductive. It can be sweet. You can make it sweet. You can make it sour. You can make it alluring. You can use it to do magic. Rose to me is one of those notes that you can wear literally all year round, depending on how it's blended. So today's video is about the most seductive, the sexiest rose fragrance in my collection, as my collection is growing. And if you want to know how to smell seductive and be an Arabian queen, Arabian princess, then stay tuned. Before we get into today's video, we have a sponsor. We have, because not just me, we're a family. We have our first sponsor. So today's video is sponsored by Roses Forever New York. They sent me this gorgeous, luxurious rose. I had the option to pick the color of the rose I wanted. And in true me format, I didn't want to go red because roses are red. I wanted to go lilac, something different. And when I saw this color, it just grabbed my attention. It was unique. It was between this or like pink. I just wanted something that was a little bit unique, not just the traditional rose scents, rose color that we're used to. And this smells incredible. Roses Forever New York is a company that was founded in New York in 2019. They make natural roses. This rose is made in Ecuador. The roses are made in Ecuador. They preserve their roses with natural oil, and this lasts for 1 year. I'm a rose kind of girl. I want you to give me flowers. Give me my flowers now that I can smell them. But when we get flowers a week tops, like we need new flowers. Like I'll be telling my husband, like, if we're doing grocery shopping, like he needs to get me flowers. We're doing weekly shopping. And he's like, well, you're going to throw it out after a week. He doesn't get it. He's like, why do you want stuff that is going to last a couple of days? This is going to last a year. And they preserve their roses with natural oils. And for me, when I smell it, the rose oil reminds me of New Jersey by Spirit of Dubai. And when I smelled that Spirit of Dubai, it got me. It captivated me, but it was $1,300 for that fragrance. And now I get to smell this natural rose oil, and it's just amazing. All the roses come in velvet box, and it's vegan. The roses come in different colors, so you can get to pick the colors you want to. You can do red, you can do, I think they had green, they had yellow, pink, different shades of pink. And I went with the lilac. Now, I'm going to leave everything in the description box if you're interested to purchase this rose. If you're a rose girl like me, and I have a coupon code for you guys. So with my code, Lollipop20, you get to save $20 off your purchase, and you get rose that will last for 1 year. You heard that. 1 year. So we're not buying roses every week because this is going to last for 1 year. But yes, I'm going to leave everything in the description box with my coupon code, and you can check it out and get yourself a really luxurious rose. Let your man, if you're a man watching this, get your wife, get your girlfriend, get that special lady in your life this rose. And even for the girls, you can get this for your mom, your aunties. It's graduation season. Rather than going to the store to grab a rose that you know that by the time they get home after graduation, the rose is already dying because it hasn't been in the water yet because you're still at the ceremony, why not get them rose that you know that when you get home, by the time you get home, it's still going to be smelling good with the natural rose oil. This smells so good. And yeah, this is by Roses Forever. Like I said, everything will be in the description box with my coupon code Lollipop20 to save $20 off your purchase. You should check them out. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now let's get into today's video. Tying into the Roses Forever rose, today's video is going to be about rose. These are some of the, because I had to narrow it down because I have lots of rose fragrance because you know I love oud. You know I'm the Arabian. I am the Arabian, well, the African princess that wants to smell like an Arabian queen, a Dubai princess. So I have lots of rose fragrances because I love oud. And you know, they love to put the rose and the oud together. But I have a really good selection here that we can get into. These are the most seductive, sexiest rose fragrance in my collection that is going to get you smelling irresistible and get the, you know, we want the men begging. Ask for that, work for that number. You don't just get numbers for free over here, okay? You can get my Instagram. You know, I'll give you that. And you can be on red in the DMs, but how can you get my number? That's what we're here to find out. So the first two fragrances I'm going to mention are in particular order. You know, I always say no particular order. This is in particular order. The number one, this is the number one most seductive rose fragrance in my collection that you need to pause this video and go grab. Go buy it. It's worth every penny. Is a masterpiece fragrance. It is the greatest fragrance ever created by the greatest perfumer ever. That fragrance is, I know I'm making all this noise. When I bring out the fragrance, you'll be like, if you know me, you already know what that fragrance is. That is Portrait of a Lady from the house of Frederic Malle. The perfumer behind this fragrance is Dominique Ropion. He is a master. He's one of the greatest perfumers walking. Like, we do not deserve him. This is Rose Incense Explosion. I talk about this fragrance a lot, but really, this fragrance deserves all its flowers. This is that fragrance that you wear not just when you want to smell seductive, not just that you wear this fragrance when you want to control. You want to control the room, control the party, control the place. This smells like an Arabian queen. It smells like a Dubai princess. This fragrance takes me not just only to Dubai and Qatar. I'm going to Turkey. It's taking me around the world. Morocco. Oh, this fragrance is so seductive. It gets compliment. It's unisex. Portrait of a Lady is one of the greatest fragrances ever. It's a top 10 fragrance for life, even if I cannot make a top 10 list. But this fragrance will be there. I will always have it in my collection. I will not get tired of it. And I think when I'm done with this bottle, I will probably get the 100 ml. It's one of my favorite fragrances ever. The number two sexiest, most seductive rose fragrance in my collection. This is one of my favorite fragrance from the, well, this I think was probably my favorite. Is it my favorite from the house? Because they make sexy fragrances, you know. Like the house of YSL is one of the most underrated house, like for the elevated line. They go under the radar. But when I tell you Rouge Velours by YSL, this is intoxicating. This was going neck and neck with Portrait of a Lady for the number one spot. But when I tell you, Portrait of a Lady, is in a class of its own, so I had to let her be there. Rouge Velours this is a rose and patchouli bomb. I have, there's no day that I've worn this fragrance and not gotten a compliment. Even when I wear something else and I just put Rouge Velours on my wrist and I'm talking, because sometimes I'll be doing my hands like this talking, it just hits people. Like, they're like, what do you have on? And I would tell them fragrance I have on. They're like, oh, really? Like, no, they're smelling rose. They always smell this. This is so sexy. It is so seductive. It is so intoxicating. This is also Rich Auntie vibes approved. It's given Dubai. It's given Qatar. It's given everywhere. We're going everywhere. This is given, I don't like to work. I love to be taken care of. Is this given a like wife? This is just a spoiled. This is given, I'm a spoiled girlfriend. This is everything. This has rose in it. It has rose. It has patchouli. But the patchouli is blended so perfectly that this fragrance just smells so rich and so intoxicating. But this is one of those fragrances that you need in your collection. I'm thinking I might make this my scent of the day. Like, this is some good stuff. It's intoxicating. And that is Rouge Velours from the house of YSL. So the next intoxicating Rich Auntie Dubai Honey fragrance, rose fragrance in my collection is Paragrina from the house of Tamine. This fragrance, this is so delicious. It's rose and vanilla. So it has that vibe that you get from, Roses Vanille, Cambridge, Roses Vanille by Mancera, Cambridge Club by Xerjoff. Like, it has those vibes, It's a note that has been done over and over, like Deluxe by Tiziana Terenzi. But when I tell you, this is different. This is such a beautiful scent. It's so delicious. It's so sexy. It's good for date nights. I would wear this in the fall and winter. I can get away with it in the spring, but it's not a summer fragrance. But when I tell you, this is one of the most beautiful, intoxicating rose fragrance I own. Tamine makes some sexy fragrances. Such a delicious rose, vanilla. It feels like there's caramel in here. But this to me is upscale shrimp and lobster. Whenever steak is given steak, medium steak is given shrimp and lobster. That's what I get from this fragrance. The next intoxicating rose fragrance in my collection is, I feel like with this one, like, what were you expecting? Like, Delina. I mean, can you make a rose video without Delina? This is rose. The rose in here, it's like you're getting that Bulgarian rose, you're getting that Turkish rose, you're getting rhubarb, you're getting lychee. Some people say lychee, some people say lychee. I like to say lychee. And you get incense. When I smell this, I get rose, rhubarb, and incense. I get the incense. This is when it launched, it was such a unique scent. Right now, will I say it's unique? It's still unique, but we have lots of clones now, different brands creating their version of it. But this fragrance right here, this is a you can't talk to me. You're not getting my number kind of fragrance. The girl that wears it doesn't give out her number. She's a spoiled, rich brat. Her mom uses Delina exclusive. She uses Delina, and her daddy is the richest man, okay? Her daddy's the richest man in the world. They have money. He's giving billionaire status. She loves to travel. She's always on daddy's yacht, and you're lucky if she's your friend. The next intoxicating, I love how I'm saying intoxicating rose fragrance in my collection is, this is Rose Amayad from the house of Atelier des Ors. Did you hear that? It feels like it's raining. It feels like it's raining. I'm like, what just happened? This is Rose Amayad from the house of Atelier des Ors. I love Atelier des Ors because you know I love glitter. I'm a glitter queen, and they have specks of gold in their fragrance, and it's just amazing. When I tell you this, this is giving Morocco. Okay, take me to. I took this with me when I went to Morocco. This is a boss lady scent. It's unisex, so don't get me wrong. A man can wear this. This has rose, it has raspberry, it has caramel, it has oud in it. This is given Arab oud with rose. This is Arabian princess approved. This is rich auntie vibes. This is that auntie that when she comes, she gives you gold. The first gold you ever owned was by this auntie. That's what this is giving. The next seductive, intoxicating, wealth inducing rose fragrance in my collection. This is 10 out of 10 rose. All these rose fragrances I'm giving you is like 10 out of 10. If you're a rose lover, you need to own at least one of this rose. And that is from my favorite house. You know what my favorite, if you're not new here, you know my favorite house. From my favorite house, I feel like it's raining really bad, and I hope the rain doesn't mess up this video so I can upload this video. I really hope, because I can hear thunderstorms, and you know in Texas when it starts it gets funky. But this fragrance right here, everything. More Than Words from the house of Xerjoff. I picked up this fragrance in May, I think. April or May. And I already have a huge dent. This is so, oh my god, it's incredibly unique. Do not blind buy this. If you love Amani Privé's Rose d'Arabie, this is in that same ballpark. For me, this is oud. You get rose, you get fruity touches. I think there's labdanum in here, but for Xerjoff, the Join the Club collection, they do not give you the notes. So you're supposed to use the fragrance, you get to experience it and see what you get out of it. So for me, the floral touches that I get from here is rose. And then I get fruity touches with the oud. And then there's labdanum. This is incredible. I'm going to use it on this side. I get whiffs of this. It's long lasting. I already gave her a bag. I gave her the patent leather Lady Dior bag, like in red with the silver hardware, everything. But that is More Than Words from the house of Xerjoff. The next seductive, this is giving pretty girl. Is the prettiest girl in the room after Delina. She's like the next prettiest girl. Okay, she's like, she's gonna win. Delina will win the pageant, and this is like the first runner-up. And this is Scherzo by Mila Harris. This is gorgeous. Oh, this is amazing. You get rose in here. You get fruity touches like you get in the More Than Words. There's rose in here. There's oud, but the oud is not funky. It's very minimal. And then you get fruity notes in here. And you also get like this tangerine vibe, which makes the rose very sparkly. It feels like we're about to celebrate. It feels like a really pretty girl that loves to drink champagne. I get that. The tangerine just gives it this fresh sparkle with a twang in it. It also gives it this tangy feeling. This is such a beautiful scent. This is a beauty pageant scent. But like I said, if she's in a pageant with Delina, Delina might win the pageant, but she'll be like first runner up. And if Delina is not careful, Scherzo might just sneak a one on her, okay? She may just get the people going. But this is Scherzo by Mila Harris, and it is such an amazing, beautiful rose scent that you need to get your nose on. The next fragrance on my list, I'm gonna talk about both of them. They're both cheapies. This is Seduction. This is Intoxicating, and it's a cheapie. You know, most times I know a lot of my fragrances, I talk about niche fragrances a lot, but I also like to talk about niche cheapies because you know the Arab brands, when we want to smell like an Arabian queen, we go to Dubai, okay? So this, we go to Dubai, we go to Qatar, but I'm going to take you to Paris this time because you know the French, the Paris, oui, oui, they make amazing cologne. But the two fragrances I'm going to talk about are Intoxicating Rose Scents, and they're cheapies. The first one is from the house of Karloff. It's called Royal Oud. This is It's so close to Jo Malone's Velvet Rose and Oud, which I was going to feature in this video, but I decided to go with this because it's a cheapie and I wanted to feature a cheapie. This is stunning. $35 on Amazon, and you're smelling like an Arabian queen, an Arabian princess. I'm going to link this fragrance below in the description box. It's available in my Amazon storefront, but when I tell you, this smells like a $150, $200 fragrance. It smells like a $200 fragrance. It's incredible. If you love Velvet Rose and Oud by Jo Malone, you would love this. This is seductive. This is intoxicating. This is, I am coming true. I am coming to take your man kind of fragrance. And it's not, I know Delina is like the prettiest girl, but this right here this is the bossiest girl. This is just that girl that knows, that is a boss, that runs her own company, that knows what she wants. Delina don't have a job. Delina's daddy makes all the money. This girl right here, she works for her money and she knows she has money. But this is Dubai. This is Qatar. This is Turkey. This is Morocco. This is Egypt. Like, this is Paris. This is everything. And this is Karloff Paris. It's Royal Oud from the house of Karloff Paris. The next fragrance is also a cheapie. This is available also in my Amazon link. And this, I think this was like $30, $35. It shouldn't be more than $40, okay? I smelled this when I went to visit my friend in Atlanta, and it was a love at first sniff, and I bought it on Amazon instantly. With this, you get rose, you get saffron, and then there's geranium in here. But I don't smell geranium. I smell the rose, I smell saffron, and then there's oud, and then there's amber. This is delicious. It feels like there's vanilla in here. This is a clone. It's a dupe, I think, for Tom Ford's Noir de Noir, and it smells spot on. This is a seductive princess. This is a she's gonna take your man away from you and he's not coming back kind of fragrance. This is she's gonna come into the room, she's gonna take everybody's man because she smells so seductive. The lady that's gonna wear this, she's gonna come through in, she's gonna wear the satin, silky slip dress in red or in black. She's gonna wear her belly dare Bottega sandals, and she's gonna have like her Jody bag. Like, she doesn't do too much. She's very simple, but her fragrance does all the talking. And when she walks in, all the men's gonna stand up and they're gonna go with her as she's leaving. But this is Club de Nuit Intense from the house of Amaf. But the next fragrance on my list is, it's a seductive Arabian queen, Dubai money. Over here, it's just wealth. This fragrance is Love Chopard by the house of Chopard. Remember when I talked about this fragrance and when I got it, and look at the dent right now. This fragrance, I love this fragrance because the top notes, you're getting rose. Middle notes, you're getting rose. Base note, you're getting rose. And then you're getting this incensey vibe, this oudi vibe. This is so stunning. If you love Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle and you feel like it's a bit out of your ballpark, this is the way to go. If you've ever smelled New Jersey by Spirit of Dubai, this smells very similar to it. And that fragrance is $1,300. It was $1,295. This is Love Chopard by the house of Chopard. This is everything. And I added this fragrance in my collection, I think, last month, and I cannot get enough of it. So whenever I feel like I don't want to blow through my Portrait of a Lady, but I'm in that vibe, I use this. This is amazing. This is an intoxicating, sexy rose. You have to be a rose lover to love this because you're getting all the different kinds of roses, like in the top notes, the heart notes, and the base note. But this is sexy. It's incredible. And look at the bottle. It's like a wrapped gift. This is how it looks. And this is amazing. The next fragrance that is intoxicating that you need to get your nose on is Seha Sheila from Sweets Arabia. This is rose and oud. I feel like with this, you get a lot of the oud, but this is giving Arabian Queen, Seductive Princess. This is that classic rose and oud. This is just given, this is just amazing. It is everything and more. This fragrance transports me to Dubai. It transports me to Qatar. It sends me to Turkey. It sends me to Morocco. It just sends me to the final place in life. This is giving money. It smells like a conglomerate wife. It smells like a conglomerate leader, the wife and the family, everything. It's giving oil money. This is seductive. This is incredible. And if you're lucky, you may be able to get this for a steal, because I know this can be pricey, but for a good deal, you may be able to get it for under $100. You may be able to get it for like 80 bucks, sometimes 90 or 100, but I think this retails for like 150 if I'm not mistaken. If you can get your hands on it, you need to get your hands on it, because this is everything and this is stunning. Last but not the least, for the intoxicating, wealth-inducing, seductive rose fragrance is Oud Bouquet from the House of Lancôme. This is rose and praline. It has oud. This is so sweet. This is the epitome of a Dubai queen, a Dubai princess. You only need like 2-3 pumps. I've had this fragrance for a while. I think I got this fragrance in maybe 2019 or 2020. And that's my dent so far. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I only use like 2 pumps because it's very strong. But this is rose and oud done beautifully. And the praline makes it sweet. You just smell so good, so sweet. This is like, this is taking all the man. This fragrance brings all the boys to the yard. Okay. Oh, this is so good. This is intoxicating. This is seductive. When you're coming through, they're going to smell you. This fills up the room. The sillage, incredible. Longevity, you're getting everything. This is an amazing fragrance. It was hyped up in 2018, 2019. But you know, new fragrances come up. We kind of go away from it. But Oud Bouquet, this is a classic fragrance. You need to get your nose on it, and it's just everything. I cannot get enough of it. And I cannot wait to pull out Oud Bouquet in the fall, because I will be tearing her up this fall. But that's it, guys. Those are some of the most intoxicating, seductive, alluring, 10 over 10 rose fragrances in my collection. But let me know what you guys think, y'all. And don't forget to check out Roses Forever New York and order you some amazing smelling rose that can last up to 1 year using my coupon code lollipop20. I'll leave everything in the description box. And always remember, in all things, add glitter. Whenever you're in doubt, add more glitter. And when all else fails, use my coupon code lollipop20 and get you Roses Forever that will last, 1 year. If all else fails, add more glitter. But I will talk to you guys in another video.